Today we are going to solve the question. Define a class electric bill with the following description. Your class name is, listen, when a question comes with this type, you have to follow the instructions properly. Otherwise, marks will be deducted for each thing. So, they are asked to define a class called electric bill. So, your class name is electric bill. E and B is capital. So, while writing this, you have to write public class and electric bill. Electric bill. Okay. I am importing package import java.util.scanner. Okay, we are going to write with scanner. Okay, now what are the other things is your class name is electric bill. Your instant variables or data members are, you have a string and int units, double bill. Same again, I'm saying if they have given the class name and string variable name, you have to use the same thing. So you need string and force to know the name of the customer, units to store the number of units customer, and double bill to store the amount to be paid. So you need three variables. Now two methods they have said, one accept and another one is calculate, and third one is print. Accept is to accept the name of the customer and number of units consumed. So to accept name and number of unit consumed, this method is used. Calculate is to calculate, they have given the formula also. For the first 100 unit it is ₹2. For the next 200 unit it is ₹3, and above 300 unit it is ₹5. There is a tricky in this question that I will explain. This type of question one will surely come for the exam. This type of one question will surely come, like this number of units, electricity bill, etc. I will give you such. And there is an extra point, a surcharge of 2.5% charge if the number of unit consumed is above 300 units. If the consumed unit is above 300, then there will be a surcharge. Okay. Surcharge means extra amount. Void print. To print the details as follows, you have to print name of the customer, your name, number of units consumed, your units, bill amount. This way you have to print. If any mistakes come in this printing, marks will also be deducted. So we'll write the program. So I've started with class electric bill, and main very important thing, they have given this three variables. No. You might thinking you will declare this inside accept. No, you should not declare that the variables inside accept, because if you declare a variable inside a method, then it will be local to that method. Here we have 1, 2, 3 methods. In all the methods you have to accept every variable. Make clear about this point. In all these three methods we have to accept all the variables. So you have to declare the variable as global variable. Instead of declaring inside the accept, you have to declare the variables outside the method. That is, you need string n for name, int units for units, and they have given double bill. Okay, fine. Double bill for your bill amount. So I have declared it as a global variable. Okay, this is global. Since you have to accept it throughout the program. Okay, that is why I have declared above the, have to accept throughout the program. I have declared it as a global variable. Okay, now I am going to start the method accept. Void accept. Okay, either you can declare a scanner class also. Here I am declaring scanner also above the method. Scanner sc is equal to new scanner system dot in. Okay, new scanner system dot in. I have declared. Now sc is my scanner, so I'm going to accept variable. So system dot out dot println enter the name. You can write enter the name. I am simply type name. For that I am using n is equal to sc dot next line. It's a string, so line or word. It's a name, so there is no sentence, so I am using sc dot next of. Next, system dot out dot println. We need the number of units consumed. Enter the number of units consumed. Right, enter the, okay, enter the name, enter the name, enter name, enter number of units consumed. It's up to you. Prompt the user. Enter the number of units consumed. So units in int, so units is equal to sc dot next int of. Okay, so we have accepted two values. So this method's duty is finished. This function is finished. So I am closing. This method is only used to accept the variable's value. So I have accepted and I have closed the method. Listen, if you declare string and int here, then these variables will only acceptable inside accept. It will not be available outside the accept. That is why I have declared it as here, but accepted value here. Okay, so accept's duty is finished. Now the main important thing, calculate. Void calculate. You are going to calculate. So how will you calculate this? They have said that for the first 100 units it is rupees 2 per unit. Okay, so we'll check that if your unit is less than or equal to 100, if your unit is less than or equal to 100, bill is equal to units star 2.0. Clear? Per unit it is 2.0. So if it is less than or equal to 100, units into 2.0 is equal to bill. Opening and closing if you need. Okay, this is your first condition. Now what is the second condition? For the next 200 unit is rupees 3. Not first 200 unit, for the next 200 unit. Next 200 unit means what they are meant is, for the first 100 it is 2 rupees per unit, and for the next 200 means from 101 to 300. From 101 to 300 it is rupees 3. From 101 to 300. Clear? Next 200 means after 100 next 200, that is 101 to 300, and they have given above 300. So above 300 means automatically, see why they have given above 100. Here they have said 200, and why they are saying above 300, that is because first 100 unit means 0 to 100. Next 200 unit means 101 to 300. 101 to 101. It is 101 to 201, 100 units. 201 to 301, 300, it is 200 units. And above 300. Okay. So we have to calculate as per this. So we have done if. Now we will rewrite else if. If there is more than one condition, we use else if. We have to check whether unit is less than, greater than 100, because already less than means it is 2 unit. If it is greater than 100 and unit is less than or equal to 300, greater than 100 and less than or equal to 300, second condition. Clear? Greater than 100 because it's 101, greater than 100 and less than or equal to 300. Okay, so what you have to do here, there is a tricky. You should not write bill is equal to units into 3. It is wrong because they have already said for the first 100 unit it is rupees 2 only. For the first 100 unit it is rupees 2 only. So if above 100 means, if suppose your unit is, you consumed is 150 units. You have consumed 150 units. You should not pay 150 into 3. It is wrong. for the first 100 units you should pay 2 rupees, that is 200, and for the next 50 rupees, 50 units, you will pay 3, that is 150. So total you will pay 350. You will not pay 150 into 3. Instead of that, first 100 units you will pay 200, and for the remaining part you will pay only 3 rupees. Okay, so your calculation should be like that only. That is, bill is equal to, for the first 100 units you will pay 2.0 plus, and the remaining part, how will you find the remaining part? In bracket you will write units minus 100 into 3.0. Clear about this? This is for the first 100 units 2 rupees, and the remaining portion, if it is 150, 150 minus 100, 50. 50 is 3 rupees. This way you have to calculate. Okay. So I have done the calculation. Next, else above 300. Else if above 300. You don't know to check the condition. You can simply put else. Else means for the above 100, 300. I'll write this comment. Above 300 units. Okay. So, what is your condition? Above 300 unit means it is rupees 5. Above 300 means for the first 100, same way you will write. For the first 100, it is 2.0 rupees plus for the next it is, that is 200 units, it is 3.0 plus, here in bracket you will write units minus 300 into 5.0. Why I am writing like this means, suppose your unit consumed is 350. Your unit is consumed is 350 units. Okay. You should not pay 350 into 5. Then it will be a very large amount. Instead of that, what you have to pay is, for the first 100 unit you have to pay 2 rupees, and the next 200 unit you have to pay 3 rupees. Okay. So it is 200 and this is 600, and for the remaining part 300 is already over. So unit minus 300 means your unit is 350. So 350 minus 300, only for 50 units you have to pay 5 rupees. That is what this calculation. Okay. You have to do this calculation as per this only. Then only you will get mark. Otherwise you will lose marks. And one more point to be remembered. There is a extra point. A surcharge of 2.5% is charged if the number of unit consumed is above 100. So there will be an extra charge also, 2.5% charge also. For that, what you have to do, I am declaring a surcharge or a variable double sur I will declare, and which is equal to bill into 2.5 divided by 100%, and so your bill will be is equal to bill plus sur, extra amount. Okay, bill is equal to bill plus sur. So else method is closed and your calculate method is finished now. Now moving to the third method, that is print. We have to print. So void print. Here we will print as like this: name of the customer, number of units consumed, bill amount. So for that I will write system dot out dot println in double quotes name of the customer is equal to plus your n system dot out dot println number. As it is, you have to write, I am writing short form. You should not write short form. Whatever they have given, you have to write as per is. Okay, I am just showing you number of units. You have to write number number. Okay, plus units Now your bill amount, system dot out dot println bill amount plus your bill. Okay, this method is closed. And there is one more thing. Write a main method to create an object of the class and call the above member method. So your program is not finished. Now it is the very important portion. You have to write the main method and then call this method, then only it will work. So public static void main string args. I am writing the main method and I am going to create an object of the class, that is electric bill OB is equal to new electric bill of object created. Now I am calling each one by each. First you have to call accept, then only we can get the value. So I have called accept. Next I will call the calculate, then only calculation will be done. And finally I will calculate OB dot call print off. Now we will close the method and now we will close the class. This way you will write the program of electric bill. Thank you.